fix it. Wait, what? Courtesy for the catcher, please. Courtesy for the catcher. We don't need us. Business, do you know if we have anything that can get this a little bit wider of a shot, or do you think this is fine how it is? How do we get power back? What'd you say?
Show me the top of the camera.
Yeah.
You see the magnifier button?
Oh yeah. Press that.
Yep.
Nope. I'm at its widest.
Alright, then I think that's as wide as it goes then.
Damn. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, changing the name and stuff.
Okay. Well, you can at least see the plate, and you can see. Huh? Yeah, exactly. Just so it's not a black screen. Can you go for it.
Alright, so we pretty much, I don't want to say exploded the truck because it's still in one piece, but everything shut down, and I'm not 100% sure if you guys can hear me okay. I'm currently standing outside by the only camera that we have. It's currently rigged up on a railing with about 6 cords dangling from it. So we missed about the first 2 innings of the game. Homer Heat is winning 2-0 at the moment. 2-1.
Hey, where's the ball?
Never mind. Huntley is winning 3-0. So we have no access to our other 4-5 cameras. This is the only one that we have, and we're sorry if it looks a little shabby and you can't see the rest of the field and you can only see certain stuff, but we have no microphones, we have no use of the truck, we have pretty much nothing, and so this is the best that we got so far. So hopefully you guys can hear me well, and I'm going to try my best to narrate from here. Not 100% sure on what you can see, so I'll just do my best. The count is 1-1 with 2 outs. Huntley is up to bat. And since I am standing outside, I do not have my lineup, so I'm not sure who these teams are, but I can do my best with the numbers. Number 23 is up to bat, I believe, if my memory serves me correctly. Her name is Jalen. She just hit a screamer down the left field line for a foul ball. We have runners on third base. We have 2 outs. And she watches ball outside. The count is 2-2. Number 8 for Huntley is on third base. And she hits a pop up, high up in the air. Looks like second baseman's gonna call it. And it drops in between the center fielder, right fielder, and the second baseman. A little bit of miscommunication there in between them, so run will score. I will say they probably lost it in the sun. You might be able to see the shadows are all pointing towards right side, so it's really bright. I believe 21 is up to bat for Huntley. Kylie Deegan. She's the top of the order for Huntley. And she'll take ball 1 inside. Huntley has 2 outs. The score is now 4-0. We have a runner on first base. She hits a hard grounder to the third baseman, bounces off her wrist, and she will not make a throw. She did a good job of keeping in front of her, but it looked like that hurt a little bit, bounced right off her forearm. So we have runners on first and second now. Our number 2 batter, I believe her name is Sophia Estorino, is up to bat, and she's on the left side. She is a true lefty. We've seen her slap a couple times. We've seen her hit a couple times, and it looks like she's going to be hitting this one. She's a foul ball straight back into the net. Second pitch is a hard hit ball to the second baseman. She backhands it, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. Good hit there, good play there by the second baseman for Homer Heat. Looks like number 6 is behind the plate for Huntley. And it looks like number 34 is in the circle for them.
34 is Carson Ledgerwood.
Carson is number 34 in the circle for Huntley.
Number 6 is Harper Wright.
And we have Harper Wright behind the plate, getting a little telegram from my mom inside. She has all the lineups and positions and stuff. She's keeping track of what happened in the game before, not in the game before, in the innings before we rigged up our 1 camera operation. So once again, we apologize. I'm not too sure what happened in the truck. I think it got a little bit too hot out. It's a beautiful day for softball. But I think our truck just used a little bit too much power. It's not the first time it's happened, but usually we can fix it relatively quickly. This one, not so much, since we're not exactly sure what happened. So we're just gonna roll with this, me standing outside next to a camera, hoping you can hear me okay. And we have Homer Heat up to bat. Looks like batter number 29. She'll hit a pop-up to shortstop, made her way all the way into the grass. We have 1 out for Huntley. Huntley is wearing red pants with white jerseys and white socks, and Homer Heat is wearing their white jerseys and pants with, looks like, maroon pinstripes. And she'll swing and miss her first one. Chloe. Our batter is Chloe Scalf, number 11 for the Heat. The count is 1-1. With 1 out, no runners on. She watches ball 2 outside. And she'll hit a pop-up. Looks like the second baseman's going to come in all the way to the circle and catch that ball. Looks like they're a little shocked there. I heard a couple people calling that ball, but Sophia Erickson caught it, made the play. Looks like we have batter number 2 up for the Heat.
Avon McGrath. Avon.
And I think her name is Avon. Not sure if we're saying that right.
I apologize. Quinn. I'm sorry, it's Quinn.
My telegrapher is wrong, because her name is Quinn.
Well, you should see the handwriting.
And I guess the handwriting is bad from the coaches, so we can blame them. The count was 2 balls and 1 strike. Did we fix it? During the progress of fixing the truck, we had to call at least 2 of our alumni, maybe 3, to see if we can fix this truck. Ben Erickson is one of the only adults here working with us, and he is coaching the Huntley Red Raiders right now. Beautiful catch there by his daughter, Sophia Erickson. Leaping backhand catch in the baseline. Beautiful catch by her.
Erickson made all 3 plays at it.
And I'm getting word that Miss Sophia Erickson made all 3 of the plays, all 3 of the outs for this inning. And Huntley is still winning 4-0. And I hope these girls have sunscreen on, because I've been standing out here for maybe 5 minutes and I'm feeling a little bit toasty. Now it's probably your team. All right, so I'm gonna apologize for Miss Danny B. I guess yesterday we were calling her Gabby B. We mixed up 2 of the players on Huntley, and I spoke with her earlier because we cannot pronounce her last name. We were calling her Gabby B. It's actually Danny. So we're sorry for that. She's currently up to bat for Huntley. She's the leadoff hitter this inning, and she'll take ball 2 inside. The count is 2-0. She hits a hard line drive over the left fielder's head. 1 hopper to the fence. She's going to go for 2, and she'll stay there. That was a beautiful hit there by Danny. 1 hopper to the fence. That's not something that we see too often at 13U. Maybe the 3rd hit in the past 3 days that we've seen that's made its way all the way to the fence on a 1 hopper. And we saw AHQ the game before, someone hit it on the fly. Up to bat, we have number 9. I believe her name is Emily, and she'll hit a foul ball over the left field fence. It is foul, rolled all the way into the bushes. This is number 9 for Huntley. And keep in mind, these are bracket play games, which means it's win or go home. 80 minutes, finish the inning. So once the timer goes off, they have the rest of the inning to see how much they can score, and that's it. The winner moves on to the next bracket game, and the loser goes home. And Emily hits a pop-up. Looks like third baseman and shortstop are going to call it. Shortstop does manage to hold on to it. We saw that in the game before, except there was a collision, and they did drop the ball. So we have 1 out in the field, runner on second base alone. And I'm not quite sure who we have up at the moment. And it hits her in the foot. That is number 13 for Huntley, and she'll take first base. Doesn't look too fazed by it. And once again, we apologize for our 1 camera setup where you can really only see about half the infield. There's not much else we can do. We're still working hard to fix the truck and get our announcing and our cameras back up and running. Our batter for Huntley hits a line drive to the third baseman, and she catches it. We have 2 outs. Runner on second base, and it looks like number 34 is up to bat. If my memory serves correctly, it's Carson. Could be wrong, and I'm sorry if I am. I don't have my lineups with me. I think I'm right. The count is 1-0, 2 outs on the field. She'll take strike 1. Count is 1-1. So we have 2 balls and 1 strike. And she'll take strike 2. Looks like a changeup. So the count is 2-2 now. We have 2 outs. And she'll take ball 3 high. The count is full. Still have a runner on second base. Alright, and she'll walk. My mistake, bases are loaded. I do not have that great of a vantage point. I have to lean over a railing, potentially might fall over, to see a runner on first base. So you see just as much as I do, maybe a little bit more outfield. But we have bases loaded. Number 6 is up to bat. Her name is Harper. We have 2 outs, bases loaded. Ball 1. And I've been told that I'm a little bit quiet, but I'm pretty much right next to the camera. We do not have a microphone on this. But I guess I could talk a little bit louder and have the fans hear my play-by-play count of what's going on. See a couple of them looking up at me right now. So the count is 2-1, 2 balls, 1 strike. We have 2 outs on the field. Bases are loaded for Huntley. They're up by 4. And she'll hit a grounder to shortstop, and she'll make the play. And the throw is in time. That will conclude the inning for Huntley. Unfortunately, they could not score this inning. This is the bottom of the 3rd. And Huntley will go out in the field hoping to keep their lead, prevent Homer Heat from scoring. Once again, Huntley is the home team. So I believe this is our 3rd game of the day. We saw Palatine and... No, this is our 2nd game of the day. We saw Palatine and AHQ face off earlier at 9 o'clock. And then Huntley and Homer Heat are the 2 facing off right now. It is the top of the 4th inning. Homer Heat is up to bat. Looks like number 13 is our leadoff hitter.
hit.
And if I take the cheering from the Homer Heat dugout, she had a ground ball to the third baseman, throws in time. Beautiful stretch by the first baseman. And I believe her name is Ashley due to the cheering that's happening from the Homer Heat dugout. Next up, we have number 34 for the Heat.
Oh, you gotta go all the way down. Past the normal parking, and
Want to see if I can potentially get a microphone up here.
but then just when you walk here,
Do you think we can get a mic up here? Plug it into the camera? Yeah, that's fine. Just hold it. Yeah. Because they can hear me just quietly. Alright. Shouting down from the balcony. It's not something you see too often. So the count is 2-0, 2 balls, no strikes. We have 1 out, nobody on base. Who's our second hitter for Homer Heat up to bat this inning. And ball 4, actually, excuse me. And she'll take her base. That was 4 in a row. I didn't see the first one. And number 99 will foul it off the plate, goes behind our catcher. We have a runner on first base, 1 out. His name is Bristol. Thank you. And my mom and I were talking yesterday about her neon pink bat. You don't see that too often. Everyone has ghost bats now. But I like being a little different. I like her bat. Definitely could be distracting our pitcher a little bit for Huntley. But she has 2 strikes on her now, no balls. And she'll swing and foul off a pitch straight back. So the count is still 0-2. And I think we're working on getting a microphone up here. I'm not sure if we can, but we might be able to. Swing and a miss, strike 3. We have 2 outs. We still have a runner on first base. And number, I want to say 17. That could be wrong. His name is Georgia. Up to bat, and she'll take first pitch strike, throw down to first base, and she is safe. She dove back on a pickoff, or she tried to be picked off. The catcher tried to pick her off. There we go. That's what I was trying to say. And she'll take ball 1. Catcher keeps it in front of her. Runner does not advance. The count is 1-1. And she'll swing and hit one up the middle to the center fielder. And we have runners on first and second. Ball does get away from our shortstop, but runners do not advance. We have runners on first and second. Number 15 is up to bat for Homer Heat. We have 2 outs. Her name is Kelsey Romer. Apologies if I'm not saying that correctly. Is that a microphone? Yes. So it looks like we're gonna get a microphone up here shortly. So I'm gonna stop talking for a quick minute or 2 while we get this set up, and hopefully you guys will be able to hear me better so that you can see what's going on.
I didn't grab
squeeze it. There we go. Good job. Get on the base.
that's, Okay, then I need to go grab an XLR.
Is there an XLR port on the camera? Yeah, give them a thing up here.
Tell them all I have is like an aux.
Okay. That's not their words then.
No, this one is a
We can hear you when you're talking on the street.
yeah.
Is it loud enough?
Yeah, it's loud. I had it on my phone.
Okay, because I'm like shouting into the camera.
No, it's
like
one
I'm
of the Sonys.
Standing right here.
Right.
Which ones do you call the Daryl Barnes? Because I thought those were the Daryl Barnes.
So I guess our microphone setup is not going to work, but I have been told that I'm loud enough. Not 100% sure if that's true, but I'm going to keep the volume that I'm at. I'm basically cuddling with this camera right now. But you know, it's okay. Getting a little bit of sun. I think I might need some sunscreen, but it's alright. I'll be okay. I'll just burn one half of my face. And Huntley is hit by a pitch that would be number 8. She'll take first base. Looks like Sophia Erickson is up to bat. No, it's okay. I'll just burn half my face. Are we giving up on the trip? So there's pass ball. Runner takes 2. Looked like she wanted to take 3, and she'll go back. So we're still working on getting our truck fixed, but for now this is going to have to do. If you're just joining us, don't be dismayed by the interesting camera angle that we have here. Our truck decided to shut off, and it will not turn back on. Hard hit to the second baseman, bounces off her glove. Looks like the runner's going to stay at third and first. Beautiful hit there up the middle by Sophia Erickson. But we are still working on trying to fix the truck, but we just, through this setup, we have about 6 cords dangling from this camera at the moment. And I'm standing outside on a balcony, shouting into the camera, hoping you guys can hear me okay. So we have runners on first and third. And Sophia is taunting the runner. She's going to take 2 on a delayed steal, and she'll be safe. Ball will get away. Runner will score. Sophia's going to try to take 3. And she's safe. Ball gets away again. She's going to try to take 4. And she is safe. 2 runs scored on a delayed steal performed by Sophia Erickson. She did exactly what they wanted, taunted the catcher into throwing to second base. Ball gets away. And 2 runs scored. Looks like number 23, Fuentes, is up next. The Heat are taking a moment to collect themselves. No coach required. We'll see. I believe number 11 is in the circle for the Heat. And ball 1 inside. And I think we may have just gotten our truck back. I just took a peek inside to grab my water bottle, and we have a camera angle that we had before up on the screen. And I think our microphones might be working, but I'm gonna stay here until I get confirmation that that feed is working for this stream, that we don't have to start another one. I'm not 100% sure, but I will feed you information as I get it. So the score is 6-0, Huntley in the lead. No outs here. Number 21 is up to bat. We have a runner on first base. I believe it's top of the order for Huntley, as we just heard by the cheering. First pitch strike. not sure. Hard hit ground ball past the third baseman, rolls all the way to the left fielder. Runners will only advance one base, so we have runners on first and second. Number 2 is up to bat for Huntley. So I believe our truck is working and we do have power now. Although we started a second stream to get this camera angle up. Not sure how we're going to revert back to the truck and the 4 or 5 different camera angles that we have. We may just have to stay here for the rest of this game and just try to switch it for the next one. So I apologize to our viewers. Ball 1 in the dirt. Runners will not go. Number 13 for Homer Heat behind the plate, doing a great job of keeping it in front of her. Okay. And she'll take ball 2 outside. Great block there by our catcher for the Heat. Runners on first and second, count is 2 and 1. And she'll take ball 3 outside. Ew, and I just had a spider crawling on my arm. This is why I stay indoors. If you know anything about my family, me and my mom are not a big fan of spiders. There was one in our booth yesterday, and it was not great. Sophia, I believe her name is, will take ball 4. Bases are loaded for the second time today for Huntley. We have no outs. It looks like Danny B is up to bat. Once again, we're sorry to her. Yesterday we called her Gabby pretty much all day. She came up to me earlier today and was like, Gabby's not my name, that's someone else. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry. So the Heat coach will come out and take a timeout, talk to our pitcher and the rest of his team, trying to calm them down. Let's see what's going on. It looks like we got some movement from our workers for the broadcast. We might be switching over. So if you see some odd things happening, we're in the process of fixing our broadcast. So it might switch to you hearing my mom instead of me, but we're not sure. Danny will take ball 1 outside.
All right, I think our feed is good. I apologize for the technical difficulties. We will get Addison back on this mic.
All right. Whoa, I am loud. So I think we're okay. If our screen is correct. In the truck, I feel very, very loud. So we should be back to normal. And one run will score on that, so it's 9-0. So we are back in the booth. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. I feel very, very loud. We have runners on first and second base. It looks like number 13 is up to bat for Huntley. I do have my roster back, so her name is Claire. It looks like the count is 2 balls, 3 balls. 3-0. It's 3-1 now. And she'll take strike 2 outside. The count is full. We have runners on first and second base. And she'll take strike 3 looking. A little bit of clamor there. Some did not agree with that call. We have number 35 up to bat for Huntley now. And she'll hit a screamer down the line. Coach cannot grab it. All right, I'm hoping you guys can hear me a little better. We have runners on first and second base, and it looks like we're totally back up and running. Looks like we have cameras all good. 4 different positions. Swing and a miss. Throw will get away on the steal. 1 run will score, and she'll stay on third base. So runners were trying to advance, and the throw got away from the third baseman. So now we have a runner on third base. We have 2 strikes on our batter. And I think run rule just happened, mercy rule. So we have, the rules are 12 after 3, 10 after 4, and I believe 8 after 5 for these specific tournament rules. I know it's different for each one. So we apologize again for the mishap early. We started a little bit late, about 2 innings in, and then we had our quick emergency setup, and I was shouting by the camera. So we're sorry for all the viewers watching. If you're going to watch this later, once again, we're sorry. We tried our best. This is all a pretty much teenage crew, with the exception of my mom, who we really haven't heard from today because we were struggling to fix our mishaps. The truck decided to shut off, and we had no power, no nothing. So props to Beacon for, quick thinking and trying our best to fix what was happening. Mr. Erickson is one of the teachers for Beacon Academy, and he was coaching his team, Huntley Red Raiders. So, yeah, we pretty much solved that problem somewhat on our own. We had a few alumni on the phone that entire time trying to fix what was going on. So, once again, we are sorry. And I'm Addison Tinnerell, and thank you for your patience. And Huntley will advance to the next game. The Homer Heat will be going home because this is bracket play, single elimination. And hopefully our truck doesn't shut down again, and we will see you for the next game in about, I believe, 15, maybe 20 minutes because this ended a little bit early. And hope to see you for the next game.